All India Radio presents Morning News. Good morning. I am Meenakshi Sant. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates National Police Memorial to the nation in New Delhi. Recognition of sacrifices by police since independence. Prime Minister to hoist the national flag and unveil a plaque to celebrate 75th anniversary of formation of Azad Hind government at Red Fort. BJP announces first list of its candidates for upcoming assembly polls in Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. A key accused absconding in Nagrota army camp attack case in Jammu arrested by NIA. US announces withdrawal from Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty signed with Russia during the Cold War. In sports, shuttler Saina Nehwal to face Tai Tzu Ying of Taiwan in women's singles final of Denmark Open today. And India beat Pakistan 3-1 to register their second consecutive win at Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament at Muscat. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is dedicating the National Police Memorial to the nation in New Delhi this morning. It has been built in recognition of the supreme sacrifice made by police personnel since independence. A report.
The central sculpture of the National Police Memorial is a 30-feet monolith made of single piece of granite weighing 238 tons. Its weight and color symbolize the gravitas and solemnity of the supreme sacrifice. A 60-feet long river at the base of the sculpture reflects the continuous self-service of the policemen and women to maintain peace and public order. The wall of valor has the names of all 34,844 martyrs engraved on the granite. A police museum will also be dedicated to the nation on this occasion. The Police Commemoration Day is observed on this day every year in memory of the policemen martyred at hot springs in Ladakh by Chinese troops on 21st October 1959. Anupam Mish, AI News Delhi.
The Prime Minister will hoist the national flag and unveil the plaque to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the formation of Azad Hind government at Red Fort, Delhi today. The commemoration of this significant historical event would also see the presence of the nephew of Netaji Subhash Chandra Bose, Chandra Kumar Bose, and Culture Minister Mahesh Sharma, among others. The Azad Hind government, founded on 21st October 1943, was inspired by Subhash Chandra Bose, who was the leader of Azad Hind government and also the head of state of this provincial Indian government in exile. It was part of the freedom movement originating in 1940s outside India with the purpose of allying with Axis powers to free India from British rule. The BJP has announced the first list of its candidates for the upcoming assembly polls in Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. The names of candidates were finalized during the BJP's Central Election Committee meeting in New Delhi last evening. The meeting was attended by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Party President Amit Shah and other senior leaders. Later, briefing the media persons, Union Minister and Party Leader J.P. Nadda said, out of the 90 seats in Chhattisgarh, the BJP has declared its candidates on 77 seats in the first list.
77 सीट्स पर निर्णय हुआ। महिला प्रत्याशी 14 हैं, युवा 25 हैं जिनकी उम्र 40 साल से नीचे है, अनुसूचित जनजाति 29 सीट्स, अनुसूचित जाति 10 सीट्स, किसान बैकग्राउंड के जो प्रत्याशी हैं वह 53 हैं, प्रोफेशनल्स में डॉक्टर 3 हैं और एक पूर्व आईएएस अधिकारी चुनाव के मैदान में भारतीय जनता पार्टी की तरफ से चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं।
More from our correspondent.
BJP has denied ticket to 14 sitting MLAs, including Women and Child Development Minister Ramshila Sahu. Chief Minister Raman Singh will be party's candidate from Rajnandgaon constituency. Member of Parliament Vikram Usendi, a former minister, has been fielded from Antagad constituency. So far, Congress had declared candidates for 12 seats, Bahujan Samaj Party for 18, Aam Aadmi Party for 85, CPI for 5 and CPM for 3 seats of Chhattisgarh. Vikalp Shukla, AIR News, Raipur.
Mr. Nadda also said candidates for 38 seats have been finalized for upcoming 119-member assembly polls in Telangana. The party also announced the names of its 13 candidates for the 40-member Mizoram Assembly. The National Investigation Agency, NIA, has arrested a key accused absconding in the Nagrota army camp attack case. In a press release, the NIA said Mohammad Ashraf Khande was arrested yesterday by its team at the Indira Gandhi International Airport in New Delhi while he was trying to flee to Saudi Arabia via Sri Lanka. He was a co-conspirator in facilitating, harboring and transporting a group of 3 heavily armed Pakistani terrorists belonging to Jaish-e-Mohammed. The 3 terrorists had infiltrated into India from Kathua Samba sector of Jammu and Kashmir and carried out an attack on the army camp at Nagrota in Jammu on the 29th of November 2016. In Jammu and Kashmir, an encounter between the security forces and terrorists is underway in Laru area of Kulgam district this morning. 2 to 3 terrorists are believed to be trapped in a residence. Details are awaited. This is All India Radio giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on Twitter, on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. Also, you can log on to our website, newsonair.nic.in.
पहले ये बताओ, हाथ किस किसने धोया है? किसी ने नहीं? चलो तुम्हारे हाथों में जादू चलाते हैं।
सबसे पहले होता है हाँ, फिर हाथ पे नाचे, शाबाश हाथ पे होता फिर, और फिर घूम के आगे पीछे, खेलो 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 तब, और फिर चलाओ नाखूनों का, हाथ करे फिर पानी में छम 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 छम, क्योंकि साफ हाथ में ही है दम।
बच्चों, अपने हाथों को सही तरीके से साफ करो, खास करके खाने से पहले, और साफ हाथों का दम आजमाओ। साफ हाथ में दम है।
स्वास्थ्य एवं परिवार कल्याण मंत्रालय द्वारा जनहित में जारी।
The US President Donald Trump has confirmed that the US will pull out of the Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces INF treaty that it had signed with Russia during the Cold War. He told reporters in Nevada last night that the United States is going to terminate the agreement and then it will develop the weapons unless Russia and China agree to a new deal. He said Russia had been violating the pact for many years. The INF treaty was signed between the then US President Ronald Reagan and his USSR counterpart Mikhail Gorbachev in 1987 on the elimination of intermediate-range and short-range missiles. Meanwhile, Russia has said Washington's move to pull out of the landmark nuclear weapons treaty is motivated by a dream of a single global superpower. In Afghanistan, parliamentary elections were held in 32 out of 34 provinces in the country. According to initial figures provided by the country's Independent Electoral Commission, around 3 million voters turned up at 4,500 polling centres yesterday. The centre is trying to improve the living conditions of farmers through the Soil Health Card scheme. Prime Minister Narendra Modi launched the scheme on 19 February 2015 to issue soil cards to all farmers in order to carry crop-wise recommendation of nutrients and fertilizers required for individual farms. An amount of about 568 crore rupees was allocated by the government for the implementation of the scheme. Our Visakhapatnam correspondent has filed this ground report.
Farming community expressed satisfaction over the implementation of the scheme as it fills lights in their lives to support for better cultivation. Our farmer, Apla Swami from Saluru village in Vizianagaram district says,
Being a farmer from Saluru village of Vizianagaram district, I was not aware of what kind of care to be taken for better yield. Now, after getting soil health card from government, I am able to get good yield and profits. I suggest all farmers should have the cards.
So far in Visakhapatnam district, around 2,32,867 soil health cards have been distributed. With report of Mahesh Srinivas from Visakhapatnam, this is Abhishek Mukhopadhyay, AIR News, Delhi.
In Assam, at least 10 villages have been inundated in Dhemaji district following the spate in the Siang River. The affected people have been shifted to safer places in Dhemaji. More from our correspondent.
The situation is under control as the Brahmaputra is showing a steady trend at Dibrugarh. On the other hand, the Siang is also flowing below the danger level at Pasighat as per the last report came in. The NDRF teams have been deployed at a few places in Upper Assam to tackle any eventuality. Earlier, the governments of Assam and Arunachal Pradesh issued an alert for a possible flood in the Brahmaputra river. The alert was sounded after China informed India about a landslide blocking a river in Tibet leading to the formation of an artificial lake there. Manas Pratim Sharma, AR News, Guwahati.
The much-awaited Mumbai-Goa cruise service Angria was launched in Mumbai yesterday. The service will operate between Mumbai and Goa on alternate days. Ace Indian shuttler Saina Nehwal will face top seed Tai Tzu Ying of Taiwan in the women's singles final of Denmark Open badminton tournament today. The world number 10 from India entered the final yesterday with an easy 21-11, 21-12 win over Indonesia's Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. Saina won her maiden Denmark Open title in 2012 and this is only her second appearance into the title match of the event. India continued its dominance over arch-rivals Pakistan with a 3-1 win to register their second consecutive win at the Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament at Muscat, Oman last night. Mohammad Irfan gave Pakistan an early lead in the first quarter, but Manpreet Singh scored an equalizer for India in the second quarter. India took the lead in the 33rd minute through a field strike and extended it to a 3-1 in the 42nd minute. In cricket, the first ODI of the 5-match series between India and the West Indies will be played in Guwahati today. The match will begin at 1:30 p.m. After the ODI series, both the countries will play a 3-match 2020 series starting on the 4th of next month. And now for an overview of today's newspapers, it's over to Saira Mushtaba.
Thank you, Meenakshi. In the aftermath of the Amritsar train tragedy, today's newspapers have prominently carried stories of blame games and mudslinging. Everyone failed Punjab victims, notes the DNA. Captain orders probe won't prejudge on rail tragedy, informs the Tribune. While the Indian Express headlines, braked but couldn't stop in time, spared after people throw stones, says train's driver. The Sunday Times adds, railways rule out probe, says rebellions were trespassers. In a front page story, the Indian Express report, CBI names its number 2 Asthana as accused number 1 in bribery case, lens on raw official. The Times of India further adds, as CBI feud escalates, there's buzz of an FIR. The election results in Jammu and Kashmir local body elections have also been widely reported. BJP sweeps Jammu, independents win Srinagar, notes the DNA. The Asian Age adds, civic polls in J&K, BJP wins Jammu, Congress in the Valley. In a front page story, the Hindustan Times highlights, MSPs still elude farmers despite government's policy push and informs that market price of most kharif or summer-sown commodities from pulses to coarse cereals continue to be below federally fixed minimum support prices. The poor air quality over Delhi has also received extensive coverage. Delhi breathless after the Sahara, notes the Mail today, while the Asian Age warns, haze engulfs Delhi, pollution shoots to severe. The acceptance of the death of Saudi journalist Jamal Khashoggi by its government has also been covered. Saudi admits critic Jamal killed in brawl at Istanbul consulate, reports the Asian Age, while the Hindu headlines, Khashoggi died in consulate, says Riyadh accepts it after 2 weeks of denial. And finally, the Sunday Times reports, injured Russian crane misses flight, may hop on a plane to rejoin flock in Gujarat after being treated for a wing bone fracture at Lucknow Zoo. And with that, it's back to you, Meenakshi.
Thank you, Saira. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi dedicates National Police Memorial to the nation in New Delhi. Recognition of sacrifices by police since independence. Prime Minister to hoist the national flag and unveil a plaque to celebrate 75th anniversary of formation of Azad Hind government at Red Fort. BJP announces first list of its candidates for upcoming assembly polls in Chhattisgarh, Telangana and Mizoram. A key accused absconding in Nagrota army camp attack case in Jammu arrested by NIA. US announces withdrawal from Intermediate Range Nuclear Forces Treaty signed with Russia during the Cold War. And in sports, shuttler Saina Nehwal to face Tai Tzu Ying of Taiwan in women's singles final of Denmark Open today, and India beat Pakistan 3-1 to register their second consecutive win at Asian Champions Trophy hockey tournament at Muscat. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.